What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shack. So today we're doing a kind of beginning of a little mini series. It's kind of just an interesting thing since I have not yet acquired a copy of Dynasty 6 for the PS2, where characters aren't decloned for some reason. Not in this game, not in the real game. It's really strange. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and all the clone characters. There are like what, 5 different move sets. There's the spear, there's the sword, there's the like pike. There's the club, and then the staff. Those are all the like. Oh, and there's like the sword that some other people hold. There's like 2 swords, and then Yue Ying randomly has a bow and arrow in this game, which I totally forgot about. Totally forgot that she doesn't have because she doesn't have a move set yet. She doesn't have the good one yet. But the weird like bow arm thing. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're gonna pick all the declone or all the cloned weapons, and we're gonna just see what is the difference between them. This is just gonna be one of the weapons today, but I'm gonna go through and check them all out because I kind of forgot about that weapon right there that Cao P holds, the like kind of fencing weapon. So I'm gonna start. We're just gonna do today. We're gonna do just the regular sword. So we'll do Wang Zhong. We'll compare him. And I don't think anyone else is there. Let's see. Pretty sure CITC does not have it. Nope. And neither does he. I think Zhou Tai has it. Okay, Zhou Tai has it. Sun Ce does not. Sun Xuan does not either. So we're going to compare basically. Xiahou Yuan does have it. And I think that's it with those. Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna check we're gonna compare. Oh my gosh, Dong Zhuo looks ridiculous. Oh my gosh, look at how fat, gross he is. Okay, so yeah, we'll do him next another week. But for this week, we're just gonna do. I'm just curious because I did notice in this game there are slight differences between Wang Zhong, Xiahou Yuan, and Zhou Tai between their movesets. It's mainly like cosmetic, but they did try. Like obviously everyone hated Dynasty Warriors 6 because of all the clone movesets. It was very stupid, and they were trying to kind of think along the lines of everybody, like with their previous weapons from Dynasty Warriors 5. Like, obviously, they're trying to kind of keep everybody close, but I mean, it didn't go over well with the audience at the time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and we're just gonna do a rampage and get up to Infinite Renbu, and we're gonna compare all the stuff. So there's basically different ideas that they tried to do with the weapons that were clones in this game. They basically were trying to get people to slightly have different attributes to their movesets, just to kind of, because these characters didn't have movesets in this game, so it makes sense that they didn't put like a lot of effort into these characters. But it is weird that they decided to do this. But again, they were on a new game with a new engine. They were doing all these remakes to the game. I get it. I understand. I don't agree, but I get it. I get why they went this way with it. So right away, you're going to notice that with Wang Zhong, they're going to all have the exact same moveset. So it's more about what we're going to see is they went the very minimalistic route here with these characters, and they decided to just change up either elemental attributes of the moveset, or they did ground pound animations different, like stuff like that is a little bit different. So with Wang Zhong, you notice that I think he has an ice elemental, because I've literally never used this character, and I just got an ice attack to go off at one point. Yeah, he definitely has the ice. He just froze Zhuge Liang there, so that's cool. So his moveset is all about doing the ice stuff, which again doesn't really make any sense, because I'm like, what was Wang Zhong? How does Wang Zhong exemplify an ice moveset in the past? I have no idea. So I'm gonna get rid of Cao Cao here because he took away a lot of my Renmu here. But yeah, so we're just gonna see what else it happens. I mean, I'm assuming there's gonna be a bunch of. I actually haven't fully checked all this out yet in the past, but it seems like ice is his thing. So I'm assuming that we're gonna get to the point where when he starts shooting like the beams at the end, it's gonna be all ice themed and stuff like that. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they. Oh yeah, and the stuff will be different. Is the like charge attack, the like holding down in the AOE charge attack is gonna be probably different with a few people. Sometimes they change that up where it'll, instead of it being like an explosion. It'll be like a beam of like whatever that weird like generic beam of energy is that they kind of shoot out of their weapons sometimes. Seems like he has. I am seeing ice flip up out of his spear at certain or out of his sword at certain points, which is kind of cool. But then also he does still have a ground pound. Yeah, he's shooting like ice shards out. So he has projectiles. Some people we'll see what they all end up doing. But again, this is very minimalistic effort from Koei, and they were obviously doing this so that they could say that they had movesets that were unique on the back of the box, probably, even though they really were not unique movesets, even though they're the same. I don't know why they would like try to promote that as like, look at us, we did all these unique movesets. The thing that's so tough about this game too is that the characters redesigns are phenomenal. Like Wang Zhong looks really, really good in this game. So does Xiahou Yuan. Every single person that's in the game looks really, really good. It's just weird that they like did it this way, where they were like, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna like just completely dumb down the game. So yeah, he still doesn't hit his is always gonna be a projectile. So that's interesting. So Wang Zhong, I guess they're trying to make him be like as much of an archer as possible. His his final slash there. I think it's fire. No, it's still ice. Okay, so yeah, he just shoots ice projectiles out all over the place, which is kind of cool. But they don't really have a lot of AOE on them. They're not very great. I'm not saying that they're awful, but it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, I guess that's fine. Not bad, but yeah, I mean, his moveset is cool, and the only things that are different are, like, I mean, the grabs are never going to change. They're going to always look the same. Let's go and get rid of Lubu here, just because why not? We're just going to, we're going to stop at some point, and we're not going to do every single one until we die, but, so I did just notice there that he does actually, for his Muso, his final thing is not just a projectile, it actually is a, like, explosion there. I don't know if that was what it was like when I just did it a second ago, but now it's like a full-on explosion. I don't think it was when I did that attack on Renbu higher. I don't think the end of the Muso was that good at the before, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, also we'll go through all the way to the end of the flurry where he does the swings across. Those are usually, yeah, they're just, sometimes those are really, really good too, but it looks like with him it's just, is there any change there? I don't think there is any change there. It's just going to be ice elementals. But, yeah, so not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I didn't realize that there was actually a timer on this thing. So then we'll have to check out too is what is his, is it volley? Yeah, okay, he has to have volley. I was like, there's no way he doesn't have volley. But again, it doesn't really matter to have volley up on this. Because, again, he's going to just, he's always going to, I'm not getting any experience for doing this. So, but yeah, so all that his differences is that he is using an ice shard that he shoots out of his thing for every charge attack. He also still has a ground pound. His final slash is also still a, ice shard. His AoE charge attack is not an AoE charge attack at all, but it's just a ice shard that he shoots out as well. His Muso is an AoE, which is good, because if his Muso was, well, actually, again, I don't quite remember with that. I think his Muso started out not being an AoE thing, and then eventually it grew to an explosion. So we'll stop there, and now we'll move on to Xiahou Yuan, I guess we'll do next. Again, this is just kind of a thing that I was curious about when I went through this game, was I was like, what are the movesets? Oh, actually, I'm picking Zhoutai next. Okay, so we'll do Zhoutai next. So I think Zhoutai, I'm going to assume his is going to be terrible. I just kind of have that feeling, because I'm like, what could they possibly add? Like, he ain't going to have fire. Maybe he'll have fire, because Wu is red. Maybe he'll be the fiery one. So maybe it'll be like ice, fire, and electric. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny if they were really that simple, but again, his weapon is cool. His animations the animations for this game are so smooth, but it's just funny because I'm like, what a downgrade from what Zhoutai was in the past. Like, literally, like, took away his katana. Well, he still holds his katana, but his katana is just, like, so nerfed. It'd be interesting if it was at least faster. Like, if the katana swinging was, like, super. Again, this is just me coming up with ideas off the top of my head instantly. What if instead of they all have the exact same moveset. You make Zhou Tai's just move very quickly. You just have his speed up where he's just going really, really, really quick. That would make that, again, you don't have to change the animation. It's just make it faster. Instead of elemental explosion-y crap, do like actual, like change the like speed of the weapon. I don't know. It's not the best idea, but I'm like, I just came up with that in 2 seconds. Don't do the exact same thing for every single character. I mean, these movesets, again, it's just that thing where I'm like, you could have just, they gave a little bit of effort, which I will give them credit for trying by like at least kind of giving unique stuff to him. Let's see what his, okay, so yeah, he shoots a fire little shard thing forward. Like, that's not much of a creative change there. Let's see what his charge attacks do once we get to level 3. Okay, he has a, like, it looks like a hard light. So is that even the same as, I don't even think that was the same. Yeah, those are different types of explosion-y things. So he has like a fire shard thing he shoots out of his sword for his Muso. For his charge attacks, it's like this weird like ray of light that comes out that's kind of slow moving. Interesting. So let's see what else we can. We're almost to his infinite, and then we'll check that and see too. But again, it's like not terrible. At least they like tried. Okay, and so he has a fire. He has a fiery. Let me make sure. I want to see it in front. Yeah, so it's just the Muso one again at the end. So he still does the shard the same. Okay, he literally does. His AoE is terrible. He literally, nothing changed about it. It's just a slash and nothing happens. So that's pretty bad. Okay, so I definitely have to pit. I would pit Zhou Tai below Xiaoyu or Wang Zhong's. At least Zhou Tai, or at least Wang Zhong had 1 AoE, and his Muso was. Well, the Muso was pretty much the same, but this is the difference, is that charge attack not doing anything different. That's really bad. But yeah, Zhou Tai looks phenomenal. Look at the like tattered coat. Like, that's so cool. And I would just check. I don't think this is going to change anything either. Yeah, his slash isn't even that good. So, okay. I mean, again, he's not like, it's not a bad moveset. It's just funny how they clearly were like, last ditch effort, like, what do we need to do? We need to put in some other characters. We can't have all the classic characters be generic officers. So then they were just like, all right, cool, we'll just like modify the generic weapon movesets and make them complete more, I guess. I mean, that's what it literally looks like they were. I mean, that's what they did do. That's what they absolutely did do. But again, this moveset is, I mean, again, the sword looks cool. I'm not against the sword. So let's see what his we'll see what his little flourishes in a second. Let me just get rid of all these people in front of me. Alright, now let's see what it is. Looks like it's just, he has the true speed, or swift attack, which is just basically unstoppable for a while. So that's cool. Again, it makes sense that Wang Zhong would have volley. Or did it, was it? Or did I have? No, yeah, that's, okay, yeah, so I guess he just had, I didn't even really pay attention. What? I guess that was just the thing where he is unstoppable for a while. I didn't even really pay attention to what was going on with that. I didn't feel like I had the one where I was able to run really fast. So, yeah, but his is all about the fire shards that he shoots out of his sword. It's kind of funny that the area of attack doesn't have one either. And also, it is cool that they did animate a unique one for him in that it's the second to last slash is actually a vertical one. That's kind of cool. So, that's pretty sweet. I mean, I guess I'll give them that. I mean, Zhou Tai does look really cool in this game. Again, it's such a bummer because he looks phenomenal. We'll just check the grabs. I don't think they're going to have anything. And it's interesting that Zhou Tai didn't have... So Wang Zhong had 1 ground pound with his charge attacks. Zhou Tai's is the like beam of light. So that is slightly different between the two of them. I guess that's kind of cool. But again, Wang Zhong has AoE. Zhou Tai does not. Zhou Tai looks cool. Zhou Tai's got like a tattered cloak, which is awesome. And like, again, he has the awesome look of like the hood and the mask, and he doesn't have a mask, but he has like, he's very like secretive. He's kind of like the Wei Yan of this side, where he's just very like, very few words, doesn't need to speak a lot, very cool with the way that he does everything. But yeah, his AoE charge attack is very bad. It's pretty rough. All right, so now what we're gonna do is check Xiahou Yuan. Make sure we're not forgetting anybody else real quick. don't think we are, because Ma Chao's got a spear. Wang Zhang we just did. Club. That. Nope, nope, nope. And then Tai Shi, no, no, no. Everybody else has got nothing here. I like how Xia Qiao has a unique moveset in this game, even though she doesn't actually have a Muso in this game. She does in the PS2 version. It's so silly. So, alright, so let's check out Xiahou Yuan. I don't think anyone else has a unique moveset or a clone moveset. That's the swords. Now we'll check him. I assume that if... Okay, so Wang Zhong had a few ground pounds and ice shards and an AoE Muso. Zhou Tai had no AoE Muso, no AoE at all. He has no AoE. Zhou Tai had no AoE. He had like fire and like kind of light like weapons. He didn't have a ground pound. And then for him, he also had, what else did he have? There was something else he did. Oh, his hold down, his long charge, AoE charge attack sucked. And Wang Zhang's was just an ice shard. So we'll see if Xiahou Yuan has anything better. Not really sure what's going to happen here. But hopefully he has something. Oh, yeah, and then Wang Zhang did have an ice elemental. Xiahou Yuan, or Zhou Tai had like no elemental. I don't think anything actually was an elemental for him. So don't know what the point of that was. It was kind of odd that he didn't have anything. Looks like Xiahou Yuan has an immediate, much faster... It's about as fast as Wang Zhang, but Wang Zhang had the ice one. He has like a, it just looks like a neutral pillar or a light thing. It doesn't look as fiery as Zhou Tai's. So I'm like, all right, so he's got like slightly different stuff. Let's see what he has here. He has like a fire short explosion that was not very good, but I mean, again, it is. I think the Muso does get better as we get our Renbu up, but, I mean, let's see what happens if I do the third one. Anything? Doesn't feel like it did anything, so let me do it away from everybody. People just let me do my attacks. Okay, so, again, I don't know. It's not, he's not terrible. Okay, yeah, he has like a little bit of a fiery thing, so he's just fire, I guess. It's so funny that they, like, did that. Let's see. I'm not gonna try to do the win the duel. I don't really care about that. Yeah, so he just shoots. Yeah, so he's shooting fire out of it with his AoE charge attack. He has a light and then a ground pound for his other one. So we'll check when we get to when he gets to his infinite what's different there about the final stuff. But so far he's better than Zhou Tai. He pretty much seems like a comparable thing to Wang Zhang. It seems like his explosion is slightly less good. So I think if I had to rank these three, I guess that's what I'll call these, is ranking the clone movesets in these games, because that's kind of what I'm doing. That's the whole point of this, is I'm just curious what's the difference and who's the best and who's the worst. So don't know if I'm like, this will be maybe one of those things where I'm like, if you want to play through this game as these clone warriors, then you should do, you should play as Wang Zhang, because he's the best of the three. But, yeah, so he's got, like, fire all over the place. Let's see if it changes. Yeah, so he still just has that. And then he just shoots fire out. So, I would give a slight edge to Wang Zhang, because he actually has AoE. Xiahou Yuan has pillars of fire, and air and a ground pound. And then Zhou Tai has kind of nothing. Zhou Tai is the worst of the three of these people, which really sucks, because Zhou Tai is kind of one of the best characters in Dynasty Warriors 5, so it's a bummer that they took Zhou Tai and were like, yeah, we're going to just take away like all the stuff that makes you cool and just turn you into a generic sword clone that doesn't have as many AoE attacks as the other two sword clone characters. I mean, Zhou Tai's moveset is very, very close to the actual generic officer's clone, like moveset, which is kind of a disaster when you really think about it. Like, that's bad. But it is so funny that they like still, again, Xiahou Yuan looks great in this game. They all look great. They're redesigned moveset or sprites and like how they stand and how they walk around in their clone. Like that stuff is rough, but they do look cool. Like, did you just retreat? What the heck was that? Why did Cao Pi just go off the level? Weird. So we'll just check real quick. What is his final? I mean, maybe he has some crazy. I don't think he's going to. No, he just has swings. Okay. I was curious because like some of the people shoot shards of energy out of their weapon at their little flourish at the end of their moveset, but None of none of these clone people seem to do that so far. So if y'all like this, well, I mean, I'm gonna do this anyway. I think y'all will enjoy this. I mean, if I had to make a choice here, I'd say pick Wang Zhong first. I think Wang Zhong is better in a lot of ways compared to Shou Tai and Xiahou Yuan. If you want to get through, if you want to make up your own playthrough of this game with the sword moveset, I would pick Xiahou Yuan because I think his is better. Again, I'm not saying that Shu is gonna be better on all of them, but it's like Xiahou Yuan is good, but he doesn't have as many attacks that blow everybody away around him, and it doesn't seem like his Muso flourish is as prominent. Like you can see exactly where the moveset reaches with Wang Zhong. With Xiahou Yuan, it just seems like it's kind of like it just kind of ends, and it feels like it should go further. Like he's creating an explosion on the ground, but it doesn't seem like it's really doing anything. So I think I would go, if I had to rank these people, I'd say Wang Zhong because he has ice, which freezes people in place, allows for easier combos. That's automatically gonna. If that was it alone and he had no AoEs, I still think he would probably be best because that's just phenomenal. But then you have. He has what else does he have? He has a 1 ground pound. He has a bunch of ice shards he shoots out, and then 1 AoE move to attack. That's awesome. Xiahou Yuan has AoE attack from his moveset that doesn't seem as good. He shoots fire shards. He does not have. He has the same amount of AoE attacks. It just seems like his AoEs aren't quite as far. He probably does more damage though because he's younger. And then Zhou Tai does not have as many AoE attacks. He shoots like a weird, unique, customized light one, which is unique, I guess. I don't feel like it did any more damage. If it one-shot Lubu, I'd give him some credit, but it doesn't seem to do anything like that. He also doesn't have any ability to. His AoE charge attack is complete garbage. So Zhou Tai is the worst. Then I would say Xiahou Yuan, and then Wang Zhong is the best. And with Xiahou Yuan versus Wang Zhong, they're very close. Like there's a much closer line between those two. So hope that y'all enjoy this. This has been pretty funny to me. It's funny that they just like put such little effort into these, but they wanted to try, I guess, and they did I guess they technically made 3 unique movesets. They technically are unique. They're just not really. So who knows? Zheng He is doing tons of damage to me because Zheng He has an increase in attack right now, which is funny, I guess. So I'll go ahead and try to get rid of him. But I'm about to die in this, so if I die, it'll be funny. So again, we're at the point now where I'm like probably gonna lose soon because there's a lot of enemies all around me all the time. So hey, Zheng He gave me a little health thing. So thank you, Zheng He. Thank you for taking all my health away and then giving me back a little bit. It is so funny how on Rampage people are just kind of roaming around doing nothing. I find that hilarious. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Actually, I'll go for 1500. Let's do it. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Sword movesets. I mean, they're decent. They're not great. They're smooth though. I mean, again, the movesets in this game do look great. They clearly got people to do these attacks in real life. They modeled them after people because they're very, very smooth. They don't seem very animated, which I like. But it's very obvious that they ran out of time when they were making this game. And it's also hilarious that Dynasty Warriors 6 for the PS2 has Ma Chao, Tai Shi, Yue Ying, few people. Zheng He, I think, has a unique moveset in that game. It's funny how some people have unique movesets in Dynasty Warriors 6 for the PS2. The lower quality game of the two has more content. Hilarious stuff, and I will talk more about that in my review of the whole Dynasty Warriors 6 area. I think I'm gonna make a Dynasty Warriors 6 just I'm gonna do a review of that at some point. But for now, hope y'all enjoy this. This is hilarious. It is very funny that they just kind of clearly ran out of time. And it's funny that why has everyone got these increases in attack? Y'all need to let me. They're all have it. Every single person's glowing red. Is that just part of what they do? It's pretty funny. I mean, it's creative. It's a creative way to make this actually freaking hard because it used to be really easy because everyone's just kind of running around and not even really engaging and fighting me. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Attack ×2 Guam Ping and whatever the other guy Wang Zhong that I just fought freaking strong and stuff. But anyway. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate the support with these videos. Dynasty Warriors 6, man, it's not as bad as people give it credit for anymore. I mean, again, I think a lot of the reason why we all don't hate Dynasty Warriors 6 as much is because of friggin' Dynasty Warriors 9's garbage. But we'll see. It's pretty funny. I rail on that game a lot. I used to be a fan of Dynasty Warriors 9, and then I saw the light, and then now I'm like, yeah, it sucks. So, who knows with Dynasty Warriors 10? Who knows? We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, thank y'all for watching. It'll be good. This is a great game, great franchise. I'm sticking with it, even though sometimes hilarious things happen in these games. So we are almost out of time here. We have 20 seconds. I'm proud of the fact that I got 1,700 kills. Everybody ever has an increase in attack right now, which is lame. But I can still get through it. Again, it's sad that Xiao Qiao didn't have a... It's interesting. It's so interesting that they just stuck Xiao Qiao in this game and we're like, yeah. What? Did y'all just see that when it fit? Is that everybody's sword attack? Someone let me know in the comments. Does the sword guy stab the cameraman every time? Is that what happens? That's wild. Okay. Well, thank y'all for watching. I thought that was interesting. Did not expect that. Wow. That's pretty funny. He just straight up stabbed the camera. Anyway, yeah, that was great. Appreciate y'all. Peace.